Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 15214 Northeast Schuyler Court here in Portland. We're located in the basement of the home. We're in the room with the water heater and the furnace. We're kind of in the back right corner of that little room, going through a 4-inch ABS clean out. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. We've got a fair amount of twists and turns to get through here. I'm going to keep the camera moving fairly quickly here until we get out to the main, and then we'll bring it in slower. We have the line all drained out at the end. That right there does look like an external clean out, so we do have one on the outside of the house if needed. Alright, transitions here over to 6-inch 3034 PVC pipe. And here at, we'll call it 120 feet, we have reached the main lateral connection. I'm going to go do locates to verify where this is at, and then we'll let the pipe drain out completely before reeling back in. So far, everything is looking very good. I think we might have a very slight amount of standing water back towards the beginning of the scope, but it doesn't appear to be anything significant. But we'll have a good look on the way back in when it's drained out. Alright, located the camera head successfully right at the manhole that's right in the middle of the cul-de-sac. Ties right into the manhole there. And we are down to just a trickle of water at this point. We're going to go ahead and start reeling in. And it's fantastic to see a house of this era with a full update to it. Usually you end up with a hodgepodge of old pipe and new pipe. This one has been, at least the main line has been completely updated to plastic. Yeah, we're going to see what this is in the line here. That's why we drain it out at the very end so we can see this kind of stuff. We've got trying to figure out what the heck this is here. What it looks like immediately. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an auger cable. Looks like someone snapped an auger cable off in the line. But looking in amongst that, it's rusty in color, which you're not going to get with anything plastic. And if you look right up close to it, it's a spiral configuration. It looks like and auger cables are like a very tightly wound spring. Now that is not going anywhere. I mean, you might be able to drain that out of the clean it out of the line. I would certainly try doing that. But that sitting in the middle of the pipe there is very likely to cause debris buildup and a blockage. Now I'm going to try and locate, see where this is at here currently. I'm going to kind of park it right in the middle of this. And I'm going to go figure out where this is at. Alrighty, so I put a X marking down on the ground here in the event this can't be removed by drain cleaning it. You might be able to push this into the main with a jetter. It just due to its length and everything, these are very tricky to get out of sewer pipes. I've had a fair amount of them over the years that you actually have to dig the line up and get it out of there. But I would try either an auger or a jetter. The auger may work better if you could get it to hook a part of that. And anyway, this looks like an auger cable. I've seen this. I've done about 15,000 sewer scopes. I've seen this plenty of times over the years, and looking at it, it looks like a spiral wound cable here. So I'm about 95% sure that's what that is. And it's rusty in color, which that is going to be made out of metal there, which makes it heavy and it's very long. So anyway, I would try the drain cleaning method. A combination of augering and jetting to see if you can get it removed. Make sure a rescope is done to ensure that that has actually been removed from the line. But either need to push it out into the main, or hopefully you could hook it with an auger and then just yank it right out of the sewer pipe. But anyway, from about, the cable ends there at about 45 feet and starts there. It's about a 5-foot section of cable stuck in the line. That needs to be removed. That is going to cause a backup at some point if it's not dealt with. I'm going to try and find this external clean out here, hopefully make it a little easier for the drain cleaning guys. But I put a marking, I parked the camera about halfway up that cable there and put a white X marking out in the front yard, straight out from the front of the front door, and we're about 9 feet deep there, down there a ways. I'm going to go locate this clean out here and get it uncovered. Alrighty, well, I tried my best to find this spot here. I've got the camera parked directly underneath the cleanout, as you can see here. It's possible this is a drain tying in and not a cleanout. Given where it's at and where I'm locating, I'm fairly certain this is a cleanout here. I'm picking that up, though, when I locate it underneath the basement floor. And it's right up against the foundation wall. When you're that close to the foundation wall, it can be difficult to discern whether it's on the inside or the outside of the house. There's something there that I just probed around a whole bunch out front and am not hitting the clean out. So it's either buried really deep or it's possibly been covered up by concrete. It's hard to say. But anyway, I would contact whoever has drain cleaned this line recently, and more than likely this thing has been augered out of recent and a cable snapped off when they were in there. So I would try and get a hold of those guys, if at all possible. But I recommend at least trying to drain clean it, see if you can get that removed from there. If not, I recommend a spot repair to physically dig it up and get it out of there. It's a very large obstruction in the flow line. It's going to cause debris buildup and then eventually a blockage and a backup. The line itself, though, aside from the cable in it, is in good condition. Has great flow. This is minus the cable in the drain, but it's got great flow other than the cable stuck down there, and it's all in good condition. So pending a drain clean and a rescope to ensure that thing is gone, the line will be functioning properly once it's been removed. At this time, it's being hindered by that cable and at high risk for a blockage to occur.